Good evening and salam Ibu Bitiriku. Israeli military said Palestinian militants fired a barrage of rockets toward Israeli cities and villages on Saturday, drawing airstrikes from Israeli aircraft. Israel radio said at least 50 rockets were fired in the space of about 30 minutes, some deep in southern Israel. There was no reports of Israeli casualties as many of the rockets were intercepted, and rockets alerts sent residents running to their shelters. Gaza health officials said 3 Palestinians was wounded in one of the Israeli strikes, and the Israeli military said the airstrike was a retaliation to gunfire from Gaza that had wounded 2 of its soldiers near the border. Iranian President Hassan Rouhani said Iran must counter U.S. sanctions by continuing to export its oil as well as boosting non-oil exports. His comment, broadcast on live Iranian television, came a day after Washington made moves to force Iran to stop producing low-enriched uranium and expanding its only nuclear power plant, intensifying a campaign aimed at halting its ballistic missile program and curbing its regional power. He said Iran has to increase its hard currency income and cut its currency expenditures and increase production of non-oil export to resist the America's actions. The move by the U.S. was the third punitive action taken against Iran in weeks. And last week, the U.S. said it would stop waivers for country buying Iranian oil in attempt to push Iran's oil export to zero. The U.S. also blacklisted Iran's elite Revolutionary Guard Corporation. Congo's health minister said more than 1,000 people have died from Ebola in eastern Congo since August, as hostility toward health workers continues to hamper efforts to contain the second deadliest outbreak of the virus. Health Minister Oli Uluga told the media that 4 deaths in the outbreak epicenter of Katwa helped push the death toll to 1,008. 2 more deaths were reported in the city of Butembo. The World Health Organization had said the most recent Ebola outbreak remained contained to eastern Congo even as the number of cases rises in a dense, highly mobile population near the border with Uganda and Rwanda. Ebola treatment centers have come under repeated attacks, leaving government health officials to staff clinics in the hotspot of Butembo and Katwa. Many people fear going to Ebola treatment centers, choosing instead to stay at home and risk transmitting the disease from the virus to caretakers and neighbors. Insecurity also have prevented vaccination teams from getting to some areas, further limiting the health response. However, more than 109,000 people have received an experimental but effective Ebola vaccine. Well, that's all the updates for now. I'm Kamaruddin Bujang. Salam Ibu Bitiriku.